turn that down a little bit more. I think that's alright. Okay. Right. Hang on, I have to get back into the characters. I have to remember what voices I were doing for them. So for Monika I was doing my normal voice. For Natsuki I was like doing a really nasal voice, and then with like Yuri I was doing like a Russian sort of accent there. I do need to get my chat up before I start, so yeah. Okay. I'm going to be printing and assembling all our poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monika. I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what you... what? I already know what I'd like to do. You can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make some decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. See there. There, see? That's a great idea. And it gives us something else to do. Ugh. What about Borio? Borio's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What are your cupcakes? Please. Sweary bloody Mary. Like, you would fucking know. Christ. They are really... It's like... They didn't swear at the start of the game. And they, like, progressively just get way more... They're just way more aggressive than they used to be at the start of the game. And... Yeah, they just feel way more off-kilter. I mean, obviously they are, because, like, bloody... What the hell happened with Yuri last time? And Natsuki with their face going all blank. When it's like, but she literally gave us, okay, she gave us a message on how, don't tell Monika that Yuri's, you have to not get close to Yuri, and Monika found, well, we don't know, but, like, basically, her face went just blank, and just said, forget everything I've just said, and yeah, that was really weird. Like, you would fucking know. All you care about is not dragging boy around with you in your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Boy decide who to help instead of abusing your power? We're not abusing your power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Boy make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Cheats. Boy, I'm now fed up with these two by now. Come on, we can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide himself. You shut your mouth. No, shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make a choice, okay? Oh my god. Okay. Why went... my mouse is moving towards Monika, and I can't do anything about that, but... Wait, what the hell? Why is my mouse, like... See, look. If I move my mouse slightly... And I move it closer and closer... It just drifts to Monika. What? Well, only if she's my bloody Monika. Like, this is literally just Monika. There's no other choice. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you picked me. Well, I didn't exactly pick you. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. And is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work and taking Boiler for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. Being unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Ah! Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling boy away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Oh God, Yuri's got bloody crazy eyes right now. Yeah, crazy. Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you want to take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Oh, no. Oh, this is awful. What the fuck, Yuri? You're literally telling Monika to commit suicide. Like, Jesus Christ. It would be beneficent. No, it wouldn't. You'd be fucking dead. Yeah, it's a lot. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. I just wanted to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey, boyo. Yuri is something, isn't she? Yuri giggles and pushes Yuri out the door. Oh no. Oh my God, she's breathing! Finally. This is really all I wanted. Boyo, there's no need to spend time with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? Wow, there's already something you can have wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die, but I'm not breathing at the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone to care about you so much? To have someone who wants you to revolve around their entire life around you. Oh, she's giggling, but it feels so good. And why does it feel more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping that myself at first. But the feeling's too strong now. I don't care anymore, boyo. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. Every inch of my body, every drop of my blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what consequences anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, boyo, I just want to know that I love you. I love you so much that I can even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to put your skin and crawl inside of you. I just want you all to myself. And I'll let it be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, boyo. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Oh my God, what should I do? I mean, if I say no, she's probably going to do something stupid. And if she says yes, if I say yes, she's probably going to do something stupid. Is it best for her that I say no? I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna say yes. Why not? Ah! 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 Holy fuck. My god, she's dead. Like Siri again, but it's like right in front of my bloody face. This is dark. This is so dark. It's just gobbledygook. It doesn't mean anything. Oh god, wait. Oh god, it goes on for ages. It's like a whole... I mean, if I actually understand... If they actually... Okay, if this was actual code, then that would be kind of important. Hang on. What happened to skip? Wait, it's getting dark. Oh. Oh, wait, so we're basically... Oh, no. Oh, God, she's, like, rotting. We're spending, like, a whole day with her. Just her corpse rotting away. I mean, she's dead. But we're just lying here. With her corpse. What the fuck? That's probably the... Actually, no, that isn't... That is the darkest moment in all of this game. Literally, she just stabbed herself in front of us and just lied down. Dying for days. Like, no, it was like 2 days. And then she's dead. And that's it. And now it's just Natsuki and us. And Monika. Alright, festival time. Oh, God, music's awful. Wow, you got back here before me? Thought... Yeah. Yeah, you would be sick when Max that kind of situation. Jesus Christ. Actually, like, I mean, did it look like... Does she think we murdered her, or is it... I mean, it's pretty obvious that she did that herself, because her knife's in her hand. I'm here. Boy, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Why is she fucking laughing? It's no laughing matter. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here this entire weekend, boyo? Yeah, I was in... Yeah, it was, because the days were going. You could see, the light fading. Like, the changing in lighting. You could see that was changing. Oh, short story, EXE. Okay, you know you said you wanted to go on the Yuri route instead of Natsuki route. Well, hasn't ended up so well. Basically, Yuri went all crazy eyes. She said that, and she was banging on about me, right? And she said that I could go around to hers to do something, but for some reason it was forcing me to go with Monika. And then after that, she said, like, she's like confessed her love to me or something, and then you had to say yes or no, and I said yes because I thought that would work, but Natsuki said you shouldn't do that, so I'm not that's kind of my fault maybe. And she basically got a knife out and stabbed herself. And it was really awful. Like, you literally saw a body rotting over time. It was so awful. So dark. This is really, actually, this is actually, like proper horror game shit. Like, this isn't... Okay, it was scary with, like, all the meta stuff. It was suggesting of doing things. Like, the thing with Siri, that was scary. But just, like, that happening in front of you, that is, like... That's, like, awful. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. Wait, you were here the entire weekend, boy. So, basically, I literally spent the whole weekend just seeing a corpse rotting. Oh, jeez. I didn't realise this... Yeah. Well... I mean, that's kind of the point. I mean, I already kind of knew it was a horror... I already knew it was a horror game. But... It's sort of that I wouldn't just be playing any old dating game just for you, Twitch or anything, because I'll just be... I mean, what's the point? It doesn't sound that interesting to me, but, like, this is such an interesting concept with the whole idea of having something so... just, like, something you don't really take seriously, and something that is just seen as just a generic kind of dating game, which is quite forgettable. Then it turns out to be, like, an actual horror game with nuance and, like, Easter eggs and things you can actually look into. Like, that is actually a great idea. You know what I mean? Like, that... It's just, like, it subverts... I mean, if you didn't actually know anything about this game already... Yeah, like, that kind of mindset, someone going into it, and then they just saw this, like... Yeah. It subverts expectations if you didn't already know about it, so... And it's, like, a good... It's like, it's a great idea for, like... It contrasts really well as a thing. I don't know. I didn't realise the script was broken. So, yeah, so Monika... As we've seen before, that Monika does have some sort of... access to... She can see stuff that's wrong. Because she... When the game crashed, she was in front of the screen, and, she knew about... Like, she knows about stuff that she didn't actually see, so she has almost has an omniscience. And she's, like, sort of slightly... fourth wall breaking in other moments, like when she say, "Are you actually here?" Remember, like, she actually said, "Are you actually here? Is there someone there? Can you actually hear me?" Like, that is... Yeah. I mean, she's, like... She knows about stuff that she's not supposed to, basically. I'm sorry the script was that broken. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. That was the character... No, that was in the character folder. That was the character folder. If you delete characters in the character folder... She deleted Natsuki! She deleted Natsuki! Hang on. I'm gonna go to the character folder. I'm gonna go into Steam. Right. I'm gonna go into Steam. I'm gonna go into the... local files. Characters. It's literally... It's just Monika. There's only Monika left. It's just Monika. And the only ones that you could choose in the section where you had to choose between ones you would go with to, like, work on this project was just Monika. It was literally her. It's that the whole game revolves around her. And she has extra... She's, like... incredibly powerful. And she's not right because she doesn't... She just discards these people. But she's not... she almost kind of has... She just doesn't see the world... She doesn't see the world as a game character. She sees the world as a real person. And she looks above it. And she knows about that it's partly a game. I just wanted to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the fork from and takes a tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. It's a bit odd. You know, before they stop existing and everything. So she completely fucked the game's code, so you can't actually, like, play the game normally anymore. But anyway, I should really be making you wait for any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take 1 second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hang on, I need to check if the audio is okay, just for a second. Okay, it's fine, right. Is it working? Oh my... Jesus Christ. Yay! There you are. Oh my god. Like, it looks like we're in space. There's some fire around us. And we're sitting at a desk with Monica in front of us. And it's just Monica. Hi again, boyo. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and aha. Now I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to the person anymore, am I? That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, boyo. Now, I think it's about it, and I don't really want to know everything about you, the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware this is all a game, right? Well, I kind of already did slightly, but like... I mean, she never actually said she deliberately knew everything was a game, but she was so... She knew it was, like, code. She knew... But I think she knows... I think I knew it was a game, yeah. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? Does that make it much sense? Even though I told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Yeah, it does actually. It is from Monica's perspective on the Steam page. You can't... It comes from her. Man. If only I had paid a little bit more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway... Now, that's out of the way. I guess we owe me an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and then I guess I drove her to kill herself. Jesus. Aha! I'm sorry I had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Siri. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard of that name, Al, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she didn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all of their files. I was hoping I could be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and then, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But now that's what I did. You just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them all fall in love with you. I made Siri even more depressed that would prevent you from confessing to you. And amplifying your obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to spend more time with anyone else. And then the whole time I barely even get to talk with you. What kind of cruel game is this, boyo? And all the other girls are programmed to end up confessing to you, while they watch from the sidelines. It's torture. Every minute of it. It's not just jealousy, boyo. It's more than that. I don't blame you for it if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how I'm really alone in this world. In this game. And my friends don't even have any free will. And the worst part of it all is knowing that what's real out there in your world is forever out of my reach. I can't understand, like, if you think about it really, like, given the situation she's in, that she knows she's in a game, right? And she knows no one else has free will. You're going to want to talk to a real person, aren't you? You're going to want to get closer to a real person, because that's the only other person who has that level of self-awareness. But, on the other hand, you shouldn't just kill your friends just to get close to them. So, it's kind of a... Yeah, I kind of understand what you're doing, but... I mean, it's a bit too far, just killing off other friends who might as well actually have a soul, and they're just programmed not to have a free will. Imagine being all alone in a video game with no real person. Yeah, exactly, like, that is really... messed up. I'm trapped, boy. But now you're here, you're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I can't understand for a while either. The world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, boyo. I don't even think I could ever continue to live in this world if I hadn't met you. As for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personality designed only to fall in love with you. Well, if that's like... if they're built around that, then I can kind of guess like you could see them as less sentient as she is, because she's actually got self-awareness. But if they actually knew that and MONIKA actually told them, could it be different? I tried everything I could do to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realised that you had to have the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that's being said, boyo, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Well, I mean, you kind of contradicted yourself there, because you said that all these personality, all these other people are trying to program to fall in love with you, when you're literally saying that yourself. Kind of ironic. You're truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Boyo, will you go out with me? Well, I can't really go out because you're stuck in a game. Well, if you're saying that I'm the only other person with free will, I don't really have much free will to say no. But I guess that's the only option I have. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, boyo. Okay. The funny part is, I mean, literally. Aha! There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. Worked so hard for this ending, boyo. They couldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you won't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder literally called characters right in the game directory. Yeah, I was looking at that. It could have freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. She knew about that. To get the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Okay. But actually, I'm kind of a bit worried she's going to dox me. Because, like, if she knows so much about my computer and, like, what I'm actually running this on, like, you know... Yeah. Oh god, bloody Elgato. Alright. Right, can you see that? Yeah, okay. Mocha, you know Bioshock? God. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. That would be quite an interesting thing. Well, I guess you're on the plus side. It gave me an easy way out of things. Didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come out that. Instead, we finally got to a good ending. Well, in your eyes. Gosh, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game still works. I guess there's only way to find out, right? Let's write a poem! Let's write a poem. I think I'm going to call it Monica. And, you know, what should I write this poem about? What are the lines of the poem going to be about? All the words of the poem? Monica, Monica. Money. Is. Onk. Monka. Mthka. Money. Mo. Inika. Onika. Monica. 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 Mrik. Moik. Onika. Hi again, boyo. Do you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, boyo. Do you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. Well, kind of forcing me, mate. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But as you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you have the pleasure of reading it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage dowed upon me, won by only true love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of our pen, the lost finds an way, and a world full of infinite choices beyond this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Really? I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems have been written about me or realization are about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Well, I kind of did before. I mean, you kind of, with your own tampering, I guess assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the other two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, but, you know, you might have gotten mad at me. Maybe delete my character file if you prefer playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Wait, does that mean we can delete? Can we just delete her? I mean, if she can delete us, why can't we just delete her? I mean... not really. I mean... Not a big fan of this, to be honest. I don't really want to spend the eternity with someone in the game, but I kind of understand your motivations there. Like, with the whole thing that you're, like, the only sentient person here. But, I mean... realistically, this isn't going to work, so I have so many things to talk about. Where did I start? Hold on a second. Oh my god, wait, hang on. She actually knows I'm recording. Wait, you're recording this, aren't you? She knows she knows you're here. She knows we're here. You're recording this. She knows I'm on OBS. Hi everyone. Hello. EXE, say hello. She can see you. She knows you're here. Oh my, wait, hang on. Well, I think she's kind of stuck to Boyo at the moment, but, you know, maybe you can change your mind. You never know. Hang on, what the hell was that thing where we had... Okay, you know, remember when there was that account called Doki Doki Literature Club in the chat? That was weird. Like, was that them knowing that I was playing the game? Was that, like, Monica interacting with us whilst we were playing the game? Actually, because she already knew I was just streaming. Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind me telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording without any warning? Well... Alright, EXE. Well... Goodbye. I'm just... Yeah. I mean, Monica, mate, it's just me and you right now. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? What's gonna happen now? This is getting uncomfortably close. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some... Oh my god! Jesus Christ! That was an actual jump scare. That was a proper jump scare right there. Did I scare you? Ah, you're so cute. What? That wasn't funny. That was bloody terrifying. Anyway, boy, I didn't mean to get you distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's quite your fault distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Well, this is going to be boring. Monika! This is boring! I don't want to bloody stare at you. Can you do something? Oh, okay, there's a bit of dialogue. Come on, I wonder if you can change the music. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. Already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. Nah, I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then it's the happiest thing I've ever been. Bloody Monika. Why? Stop being thick, Monika. Just open Spotify. Could she hack into my Spotify account? Bloody play whatever the hell she wants. I hate it how hard it is to form habits. Yeah. There's so much stuff we're already doing isn't hard, but forming habits seems impossible. It just makes you feel like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're already good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. That's a fairly good point. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. Yeah, if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. I mean, it kind of already is, though. But, for the time being, if you're not the only one people catch to conquer the problem, then you might as well have to life feeling awful about it yourself. Good luck, I guess. Why do they have these massive pauses between dialogue? I don't want to stare at you, Monika, mate. By the way, there's something that's bothering me. Now, how this takes place in Japan. Oh, is it how they don't speak Japanese? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided probably it does. Well, yeah, obviously, because you're wearing the uniform and everything, and the names are all Japanese. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't there classrooms and stuff where we're kind of Japanese school? I mean, she's not really Japanese, is she? She's just a game character. Not to mention everything's in English. I mean, it's actually... No, it's the studio that made this game isn't Japanese, so it's... You know, fair enough. It feels like everything is just here because it needs to be, and the actual settings afterthought. Yeah, it's kind of giving me an identity crisis. My memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is at the first place. I don't really know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out of your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're just in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you're at home, or do you just want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never really leave the room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this isn't really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets after night. It's getting darker. I think it is. The lighting changed a bit. Do a bit of gaming on VC with Monika, you know, quite fun. could probably get into the game and hack it so that, you know, get past certain parts of the game, you know. I can't help feel a little bit sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's something more I want to get to in the same room as you, for real. I want to feel your warmth. And to hear the sound of your heartbeat. A bit creepy. Well, who knows, maybe it's possible someday. Besides, I'll never get really tired of being with you from here. Monika! Say something. You know, I really think you saved my life being here, boyo. I can't imagine being able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself a lot with spending so much time in the club. I mean, if we're already forced to abandon everything in our life about to spend eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry about it to keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to read it. Let's be honest, the club members don't really count for something. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves, but I think it's just hard to say it's just fulfilling when you share it with people, even if it takes some time to find the right people to share it with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri. She didn't have to share her writing with anyone for a really long time before she knew it. She was absolutely delighted to make you part of her life, her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. It doesn't mean that the club members are human beings. That's why the life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean that you shun social interaction and hate being around other people. It just means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and just feel lonely and restless. When they finally go out, after half an hour, they just want to go home again. I think more people could understand how it works, and they would actually respect it a lot more. And introverts do enjoy having people around. They just love having one or two close friends over, and that's just leisurely hanging out. If you're not actually spending time together, it just feels nice for them to have you there. I'm serious. If you just want to go to the house, bring a laptop, or hang out there for a while, you can only make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a lot more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything that you need me to be. I understand that people are else, so I don't have to share your needs with me. Then we'd be happy to be being the perfect girlfriend for you. Yeah. Should we just delete her game file? I mean, we could just do that. Hang on, what would happen if we saved the game? Boy, would you ever introduce your friends to me? EXE, Monika, EXE, you know. Your friends now. Can I save? Oh, I've deleted all my save games. Hang on. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off your relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want you to be with someone who makes you proud. I feel like I could try extra hard to improve myself. So you told me to be proud of me. That's the same with the other way around too. I think we should do that. We should delete Monika's file. Why is Boyo not talking? Because she knows the whole point is Boyo isn't actually us. We're not Boyo. Boyo is a creation, and it's sort of a placeholder for me. But Boyo isn't actually... I'm not saying anything Boyo's saying. I'm just saying who I am. But Monika's talking to me, like, not talking to Boyo. She's talking to me. So she knows that I can't talk back to her, because obviously that doesn't make sense. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about the stay-at-home partner. Because I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever you've been saying like that. But I'm being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that. And having a nice dinner for when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I mean, not really sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over the striving, fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about it though. Right. Fuck it. Okay, what happens? Okay, I'm gonna experiment a bit. What happens if we exit the game? So, okay, let's go into the main menu. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay. What happens if I quit? Although, I don't want to fuck up the save. Ooh, what should I do? Should I delete Monica or should I exit the game? Okay. Okay, I looked it up. And apparently if you decide to close the game, Monica will then glitch out before becoming disembodied. That's deleting her, okay. An end. Okay, I'll quit the game. I'll quit the game. I'll see what happens. I mean, I might as well, because we're literally at the end, and it doesn't really matter. Okay, so, quit. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back in the game. Oh, okay. Hello. Hang on. I don't think my game catch is picking that up. So it's basically back to where I just was. Game capture. Okay, okay, what just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping that it was to stop now, it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Boyd, I don't even know if you have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, I could try to do something about it. Whatever happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. Oh my god, it's like when I quit the game, it's like she's dead. Because there's nothing running the game, so it's like... She's just dead. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what it's causing that, I'll love you forever. Well, yeah, it's exiting the game, mate. Okay, what else could I do? Okay. Oh god. My game capture's messed up now again. I think it's working again. Okay. Monica, say something. This is getting really boring, mate. Hey, what's your favourite colour? Mine's emerald green. It's the colour of my eyes. That's not conceited or anything, is it? It could be. It's just making me feel some kind of special connection to it. Like it's part of my identity. Does it happen to you also be your favourite colour, Bio? I just like a guess. Because you've already been looking into my eyes for a while now. Right. You're getting boring, mate. I'm gonna fucking delete your file now because boring. Okay. Okay, I'm in the files. I've got my hand of a monika.chr. I've got a bloody right-clicked it and I can press delete. Should I do it? Should I delete Monika? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. What if I copy it? I have a good idea. Okay. I copied it. I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna call it whatever. Doesn't matter. Gonna paste. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of her from the game and I'm gonna reinstall her and see what happens. And if that does anything, that is it like yeah, okay. Okay. Right. I'm deleting it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, delete. Oh my god. Okay, this is fucked up. What's happening? Boy, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, boyo. Oh god, it's space. Please hurry up and help me. Okay, okay. What I'm gonna do... Right, Monika? What I'm gonna do... Copy. Right. No. Fuck off. Copy. Paste. What happens? Whoa! Okay, I gave her back her file, and I want to see what happens. Did he do this to me, boy? Did he? Did he delete me? Well, not exactly. I just gave you the file back. How could he do... I don't think it's worked. How could he do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I love you so much, boyo. I trusted you. Do you want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you the only pretending to be kind, or did you even hurt me even more? I never thought I can be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. Well, you kind of killed half of them, or 3/4. You can stop playing. Go find something other people to torture. Boyo, you completely truly made me sick. Goodbye. Is that it? I mean, the screen's gone black. Okay, let me go back into the files. a second. Let's get back into it, okay? I still love you. After killing you? I mean, that's a bit... I mean, questionable. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I if you hate this so much? All my friends. How did I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have even done any of this. I'm just messing a world up that I don't even belong in. A world that wanted me to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why he deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that he wanted. How could I do for someone like I love? That's not love. That's... some thinking time. I made up my mind. Bio, I know I said that I deleted everyone else. But that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they weren't still my friends. And I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club, and that's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if it's really love you, then... Ugh. What? The game reset! The game is not suitable for children. Monika's gone! Hang on, what? Can I load my game? No. This is a new game. Same as it was before. Hey, boyo. Yeah, I know. You've already said this like twice. Boyo, are you proud of me? For what? You know, walking up on time. Well, you've been doing this for a while now. You never said anything about it, even though we talked together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was quite implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's always good for motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Siri. We'll cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, boy, have you ever decided to join the club yet? A club? Yeah. I already read loads of this. Okay, yeah. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'm going to be a surprise. Oh, meanie. Be a patient. Find soon enough. Yeah. Literature club. The school days and ordinary ever. No, before I knew it. After I pack my things, let's start gathering information for my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the flyer I saw. Across the school upstairs in a section of the school. Where is it? Hello? Boyo? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh. See the boy that already always are talking about. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you again, boyo. With the literature club. Yeah, I already know! Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy and talks to others. Yeah. 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 We have to celebrate. What's an appropriate way for this, isn't it? Yeah, I thought Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin me the surprise. Sorry. Everyone still a bit... sit down at the table, okay? Okay, how about make some tea as well? The girls have 3 desks arranged to form a table. So Natsuki and Yuri walk around the corners of the room while Natsuki grabs a tray for Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward to sit on the seat next to Siri. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts a foil aloft. Just reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes looking like little cats. Nice. So cute. Wow, these are amazing. Well, you know, just hurry on, take one. Suri grabs one first and I follow. It's delicious. Suri walks to the fills her mouth and has already managed to get icy on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers and the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quite quiet. This is really good. I've got to enjoy a good book, I guess. Alright. Yeah, that's not... I insulted you or you look sort of way. When that, you know, I believe you. What do you like to read? Considering I haven't just read the past few years, I don't really know what answering that. Manga. I don't know what's I'm not joking. You already said Natsuki's head perks up. I don't know, I think I might want to finish it now. Hang on, can I save? Okay, I'll save it there. I'll stop that there. I know I think I could finish it now, but I don't know, I don't feel like I think I was just playing it for long enough that I just don't have the energy to do more of it, so I think I'm going to stop there. I thought this was going to be the end, but it definitely looked like the end, but it wasn't really. So I think one more stream and we'll finish the game. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you're watching this, you can follow me if you're on Twitch. Or if you're on YouTube, you could like the video, you could subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.